Hey guys, here's how you're going to create business data and progress bar or charts presentation on Canva. So the very first thing that we're going to do is to open Canva and log into your account. Once you're on the home page, click on create a design, or you can simply click on any kind of template that you want. You can click on custom size, you can click on website, presentation. For this one, of course, I'm going to use a presentation since this is for a business. You also have here your templates. If you want to save yourself the trouble of creating from the basic, you can just click on templates and you will find several templates there where you can start. And for me, I'm just going to click on presentation. Again, you can go with any size, but for this tutorial, I'm selecting this presentation size. Now let's just wait for this website to load. I actually already have a loaded website right here. So let's just use this. And once you're here, look over to the left sidebar and click on elements. Now let's just move back. And from here, scroll down until you see the charts section. You can find it like this. Like you can see all the bar, stacked bar, line, and then just all you have to do is to just see all to open up the chart options. And then here you'll see different chart types like bar, line charts, pie and donut charts, area charts, scatter and dot charts, hierarchy charts, bar race charts, infographic charts, and other charts that you can think of. Now here, let's start with a basic bar chart. I'm just going to click on see all, and then I'm just going to choose this basic bar. That is the easiest one to actually manipulate. Now that we have our bar chart on the canvas, let's enter some data. What we're going to do is to click on the chart. As you can see, I already have it selected. Let's just move it over to the center of the page. And again, you just have to click on the bar chart and a data panel will open on the left. Again, let's just click on that and then click on edit. And here, this is the data panel that I was talking about. Here, you can either enter your data manually or you can also upload a CSV file by clicking on this import data button here. And then you just have to connect it to Sheets, because if you don't know, Sheets is a new feature of Canva wherein it's just like a Microsoft Excel but on Canva, and you can like easily design it and integrate it with Canva. It's very good if you want it. You can also integrate it with apps like Google Sheets, Google Analytics, HubSpot, World Bank, and Statista data. Or if you want, you can upload data like SLSX, CSV, and TSV files. For this one, I'm just going to enter the data manually. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the cells and then type the data that I want to enter. If you want to easily edit this table, you can click on this expand data table and you can see it in a larger view. Like for this one, I'm just going to click again on the cell and type in the data. But since it already has some data here listed for us, I'm not going to manipulate that anymore. And then you can also notice this labels column. This is where you can name each data point. So for example, let's just label this one January, then going to add any series to, let's just say this is January 1st, and then 2nd, 3rd, and then 4th. So as you can see, as we update the data, the chart updates in real time as well. So you can see here the labels have changed and these first, second, third, fourth is already here. You can instantly see the changes. And then next, we are going to talk about how we can add or remove rows and columns by just clicking on plus or X icons to each row and column. So again, let's expand the table and you can see here, if you click on this column, you can see this trash can over here and you can just easily click on the lead column. And if you click on this more, you can see here copy, paste, clear selection, insert column, delete column, all different kind of stuff that you can easily find. It's just like basically the format is just like Excel. Now let's make this chart look better. Let's exit this view. And then here you can adjust the colors. Click on any bar like this January 1st, for example, and you can see all of these little settings or little details right here. You can change each bar's color individually or apply the same color to all. So for example, I want to change this like ultramarine, I would say, color into something that is like this. I'm just going to click on this color, and as you can see, it changed into the same color as the fourth bar. And then you can also adjust transparency to make overlapping data easier to read by clicking on this transparency icon right here, and then just use this slider to adjust the transparency of the bars. Now let's format the text. Click on any label, or you can just click on the whole table and then click on this bold, italics, or whatever you want it to look like. You can also just expand the data table once again, and then you can see here all of the text. Like, of course, you can show legend, access labels, data labels. This is one is more on what will be visible on your table, but still, if you want to edit your text, you can also use that. And then if you want to change the chart type, you can click on the chart type drop down in the settings panel, or you can simply click on this edit right here, and you can see it going back to the bar charts panel. For example, we want it to change it into something like the stacked row. And then you can see the data remains the same, only the visualization changes. Let's delete that. And then let's move on to the axis settings. Click on the chart again, and you'll see options for adjusting the x-axis and the y-axis. For the x-axis, you can change the label names like we did earlier. You can adjust the spacing, and you can even rotate the labels to make them more readable. You can see here the spacing. You can simply just adjust it, and then this one is the roundness of the bars, this one is the padding of the bars, like basically like the spacing outside of the chart. And then to make the chart look cleaner, you can set the y-axis and the x-axis into different intervals, again by editing the spacings and roundness of the bars just to make it look neater. And also the last step is to add some animation to the chart. Click on the chart and then go to animate right here by clicking on this ellipsis like icon, and then click on animate. Here you'll see options like rise, pan, fade, pop. For this one, I'm just going to choose rise to make each bar appear one by one. Once you're happy with the design, click share at the top right, and then you can download the chart as PNG, JPG, or even a GIF if you want to keep the animation. You can also save this as MP4 if you really want to, or you can also save this as PowerPoint presentation. And that's how you create a fully customized chart in Canva with no templates needed.